It's time for Derrick Ellis Comedy and Coffee House.
Promote some stuff we're doing, and I said, well, I've been interviewing. We had some great shows where I interviewed great guests, and so I just wanted to kind of do some promotions on some of the items that we have. Now, of course, I got this new product that I'm doing called Funny Water, and this is the water, natural spring water. It's been selling. I launched it August the 15th to 11, and we've been selling it, and I'm so surprised what it's doing. But it's a natural spring water, and so you can check that out at www.funnywearclothing.com. Also, I wanted to talk about the Comic Killer. Has been doing pretty good, and we want more people to go to Amazon and get the book, because a lot of people come up to me and say, man, let me buy the book off of you. Man, I don't want to be carrying books around all the time, so I would rather you go to Amazon.com and get the book and have them ship it to you, or you could do BarnesandNoble.com as well as Borders.com. All the major online distribution channels will carry the book. Also, you can download the book as well on your Nook book, on your Kindle device, as well as your iPhone and your ebook and iPad. So check that out. Also, we have several other books we've written, and a lot of those books I haven't really promoted, told people about, but we wrote a book entitled From Vodka to Coffee, and it's a great book, a book about living life on life's terms. It's an inspirational book. I had a lady tell me, well, Derrick, I like some of your books, but I'm really into inspirational kind of self-help books. So we do have those. However, I don't carry them around with me. You go to Amazon.com and get the book. It's called From Vodka to Coffee. I had to get sober or stay broke. It's a book about sobriety and living life on life terms. Also, we have a book called I Want to Laugh, and what that book is, it's a book that, and the reason why I'm saying this, because I always be showcasing this book on the show, but like I said, we do have other books. That book, I Want to Laugh, is a book about the health benefits of laughter. People don't realize what laughter does for your body. It gives you a total facelift. It lowers your blood pressure. It does a lot. Laughter is very, very, very significant. And that book talks about that, as well as it has some very funny one-liners, jokes, and quotes, and very, very funny comedy stories in the book. And that book is called I Want to Laugh. Check that book out, as well as Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, as well as Borders.com, BooksAMillion.com, and also you can get that book at DerrickEllisBooks.com. But I prefer you to go to Amazon and get it. Also, we have a book that I talk about entrepreneurship, and a lot of that's something that I really like to talk, especially with my African American. Entrepreneurship, I like to promote that, controlling your own destiny. So we've written a book about that. It's called How I Got Ghetto Rich. That was the first book I wrote, and it basically just talks about, controlling your own destiny. And so that's a great book to get. You can only get that book there exclusively at DerrickEllisBooks.com. You can cop that book. In the street terms, cop that book, and so get that book, How I Got Ghetto Rich in the Street. Also, LA Sentinel did a review on the book and gave it a great review, so check that out. Also, we have some watches that we do called Funny Wear Watches. It's novelty watches that I sell, and a lot of time, reason why, and I'm glad 1061 Production allowed me to come and promote this special show today, because a lot of people are like, yo, Derrick, I didn't know you had this. I mean, a lot of people, I promote it on the internet, but sometimes you know, they have to see you say it, that you have this merchandise. And what we do, we have what we call the funny wear watches, and what they are, they're novelty watches. To get a look at them, you can go on www.funnywearclothing.com and check those watches. You can order those online, PayPal setup. So you just, with a PayPal account, you do that, and bam. And PayPal, a lot of people, I used to take credit cards from a merchant machine I had, but I found out everybody ain't honest. So I found that out the hard way. So I prefer people to do the PayPal, which that's like a guarantee. When you go to PayPal, you just set up your account with them and you can purchase the merchandise through PayPal. So anyway, also on that same website, if you go to funnywearclothing.com, you also see that we have like novelty t-shirts. T-shirts that has a funny joke on it, unique t-shirts that we've been selling. I started this in 2004, and so anyway, you can check those out. T-shirts, unique t-shirts that you probably haven't seen before, and we do those. And also we have what we do, we sell golf, and I know it's coming up on the fall season. And you know, well, when it get cooler, like in November, December, we have what you call hoodies, and so you can cop a hoodies from us at funnywearclothing.com. And so also this show, Comedy, Books, and Coffee, we have coffee mugs. Man, I'm selling everything, but but this is a coffee mug. I had this mug since 2006. I've been doing it, and it's just a basic coffee mug. It sells for $7.95 on the website. So funnywearclothing.com, you can get it. And reason what gave me the idea to have a coffee mug is because when I would go to some of the coffee houses, I would see various coffee mugs sitting up there on display. People purchasing them, but I saw coffee mugs like $15, $10, $18, and so I was like, man, let me get a coffee mug, but I will try to make it reasonable. And this is something that could be like what you call if you don't even drink coffee, it can just be like a conversation piece. We have a new coffee mug coming out called Stand-Up Comedy on Coffee Mug, and the first joke on the first coffee mug that I will display, the joke on the mug is that I drank 8 cups of coffee last night. I went to sleep with my eyes open. So we're going to have that for you, and you can cop that pretty soon. Probably be out 2/12. Also, another book I like to promote. That is actually it'll be out in 2/12, and this book we've finished writing it. It's done. We're just waiting to publish it, but it'll be out 2/12, and it's my first horror novelette. It's a 2-book in one series. In other words, it's 2 stories in one book. Of course, the new story, which I'm promoting, the horror, is The Crenshaw Vampire. And that's a book that you guys gonna have to read. That is a cold piece. I surprised myself, but it's a book about an ex-cop who lives a triple lifestyle. To his wife, he's a husband. He's a family man. Also, he has a side of him where he lives in the underworld. He deals in the underworld, and he's a known womanizer. And also, he has this ferocious side to him, where he becomes an uncontrollable murderer, and therefore the Crenshaw Vampire. And so It's a cold piece, trust me. It's a little erotica in it, but it's tasteful. And so, make sure you get that book when it comes out. We're looking for it to be out Halloween 2012. The Crenshaw Vampire, and it's a part of a 2-book in 1 series. Therefore, that book and this book will be combined. So it's almost like a double DVD, but it will be 2 books. You'll have the Crenshaw Vampires, the first story. Then you'll have the Comic Killer, which is a mystery, dark humor inside it. So inside the book as well. So you guys, so for those who hadn't purchased the Comic Killer, you can wait and get 2 books in one. You know, and I think the book sells for, if I'm not mistaken, $17.95. But so check that out. Also, you guys, I'm going back to this water, funny water. This one guy drunk a sipping, and he drunk some of the funny water. He was like, "Hey, boo." I'm like, it ain't that kind of funny, but this is it just makes you smile, man. You just disrespected me, but so anyway, man, get you. This is a great clean water. I'm not gonna be dog another water company out, but I've heard that some waters, bottled waters, have that, what you call that aftertaste, this and that. This is a clean, crisp taste. I'm not just saying it because it's my brand water I'm marketing, but it is when we tried all different kinds, and I found this in Commerce, California, and this is a great water, and it's good when it's ice cold. It's called Funny Water. You can Google Derrick Ellis Enterprise Funny Water, and we have a press release that talks about the water, but it only sells for $1. That's all. It's $1. It's 16.9 ounces, and I think that'll be enough water for you. But $1. Actually, you're supposed to drink 8 glasses of 8 ounces a day, I think. But I ain't trying to get that much money out of you. Just $1, and you 16.9, and that will flush you out for at least 20 minutes. But so anyway, Funny Water. Check that out. Also, I like to say, send a shout out to everybody that's doing something with your life. Keep it moving, keep it pushing, stay grinding. I like to send a shout out to my grandson, Jaden. What's up, man? We had fun at the zoo. I saw 2 of my brothers up there at the zoo. And I say, man, golly, you still locked down, huh? But anyway, I had a good time with my grandson, Jaden. Also, like I say, man, this is a special show. I like to thank you guys who tune in and check us out here on a regular basis here at Company Books and Coffee. Once again, I'd like to thank 1061 Productions for allowing us to do it. So look here, I always like to say this before I leave out there. You want to always get a great laugh, always read a great book, and always wake up to a great cup of coffee. My name is Derrick Ellis. This has been another episode of Company Books and Coffee. We're signing off. Stay positive. God bless you. See you next time. Good night.
It's time for Derrick Ellis Comedy and Coffee House.